You know, I'm perfectly fine with like the ads running on Twitch. I'm not ready yet, but what can I say? Today is the second day of the Magma. I don't know if there's gonna be any more contributors. Well, today is it's not Easter, so I don't really know if people know what Songkran is. Even if I do ended up explaining it. Doesn't matter. I'll see what I can do. Anyways, hello. I just finished playing Terraria. Very fun game. Very fun game, I tell ya. Okay. I wear the wrong side of the headphones again. Now I'm wearing on the right side. Okay, let me go through this real quick and then we switch to Magma, because we're only gonna do Magma today. No Concurrent Kingdom. Someone's selling a note on eBay. Yeah. Yeah. Also, I'm gonna say hello now. Sorry for like long pause. I'm a take at first, nice, and I eat flashlights. No, yeah, yes, I eat flashlights from YouTube. Oh, so hello, yeah, okay, so let me get to the Magma today. I'll just like talk a little bit, I guess. Not that I'm not doing anything, but on one hand, I just suddenly feel tired. Not that I'm like tired physically. It's just like it's more or less mentally that I still want to just continue playing Trail, just to finish the game because the game is genuinely fun. But I have Magma to promote, so and I want people to know what Songkran Festival is. Of course, I'm not a celebrity. I'm I'm trying to get there. At least, not that I will get there in like a year or two. It's gonna take a while if I don't log in. But what can I do? I gotta have to be super desperate at content creation if I want to get somewhere, I would say. Oh, I got 2 more YouTube. Hello, Pink Sheep, and hello, Bloodstaring Cubus. Yeah, I think I have fun with the documentation. I wanted to turn that into shorts so that people can discover the documentation more often, because short form content is easy to reach to. I mean, I literally transformed that one video into a short, and it did get some views, so that's cool. Hello, Malik. Welcome in. That's cool, I guess. So let me switch to the Magma window right away. I don't have all time. I'm not gonna like delay further. As for where you join. As for where you joined. You just waking up for the day? That's nice. Well, I would say nice, but today's Monday, so I really hope you have a nice Monday. My Monday is about to end. You know, can I swear? I'll be right back. I'm gonna swear after this. I said earlier on the stream that I'm somewhat mentally tired, right? And this is not about chat, by the way. You can just ignore that part. This is about my family. More specifically, my sister. God, I hate her so much. With the timings and everything. I really hate her when it comes to timings. When everyone is busy, I have to do this so-called... How do I make it politely? You know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna be polite. Impolite. All this crap. I know it's just opening the door, right? It's no big deal, but... She's always goes outside and never really do anything to contribute to the household other than going outside and make money. That's it. Okay. Oh, okay. Rant over. Let me read YouTube chat. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn this on. You enjoy the Magma? I haven't like put the link on the pinned message yet. I'll just read some chat first and then I'll put it. Okay, what do we have here? Recreating the Tower of Babel is fun, they said. I wonder. Doing place fun is pretty fun. Costumes aren't expensive. Are you ranting about a certain thing I'm not aware about? Also, this is an Easter costume. This was like on the Easter Magma. If you're referring to my bunny outfit. You got your plushies besides you as well? That's nice. I ordered something. I ordered something from the Chinese app today. The Chinese a Chinese shorts app that's like popular amongst literally almost everyone else. I ordered something today. It was like really cheap. As a first time customer, it should arrive at like on number 20, but I do wonder if the art is stolen or not. Japan? No, I'm keeping in my country. I'm not going outside. I'm not literally gonna go Japan. Look, man. I'm allowed to go. I'll tell you this. Where I live, right, has a lot of tourist attractions. So, like, I don't mind taking her to like multiple tourist attractions. Because there's like a lot of them in my area. So I don't have to literally waste a bunch of BS money, go to other countries and then coming back. It's like absolutely ridiculous. It's too much, man. It's too much money spent on little effort. Or like not little effort, but like little return. Because I know I'm not like popular enough to get like 1,000 likes. Just going on Japan and documenting a fictional character. There's like no way, man. At least in my area, there's like a lot of tourist attractions. So I can technically go to like the minuscule area of whatever. Or an area that I'm allowed to take pictures on. And I'll take weird pictures. Yeah, I'll say this though. If I do end up taking pictures that's like weird poses, they will think I'm weird. Because who would their right in their mind takes pictures of the floor? Like most people will take pictures of like, you know, the center where the floor is not visible. But I'm always take pictures of the floor. So, or like anywhere that Sugarfly Cookie can stand on. Which is funny. Because they would think I'm weird of taking pictures of nothing. They don't know my intentions as well, so. Actually, let me like, what's my favorite ice cream? I'm gonna be a most basic person, and somebody will probably gonna get offended by this, but my favorite ice cream flavor is vanilla. Yeah, basic vanilla. Just not pure vanilla, just like vanilla. That's it. That's my taste in ice cream, by the way. I don't think Sugarfly Cookie will like that either. I'll tell you that. I don't think Chick-fil-A cookie will like my taste in ice cream either. I know a lot of people call me basic already from my ice cream flavor, my favorites, whatever it's called. Not because of pure vanilla, it's just always has been my favorite, even before I get into Cookie Run. Back a decade ago, so. I'm gonna pin this message because it's relevant for today's topic. There you go, the message is pinned. You and Unk, wow. I feel offended. I'm kidding, but you don't have to be Unk to have vanilla as your favorite flavor, by the way. Anyone can have vanilla as like their favorite flavor. Also, there's a lot of anonymouses here. There's like 5 of them. I know 2 of them joined by the time I made the canvas, and then a few more joined with these default users that I cannot delete them off because they're already in the canvas. Currently into the whole Dubai chocolate or Dubai cookies trend, I am not aware of the said trend because I don't use that app or YouTube Shorts or Twitter. Also, I don't consume the local media that much, so I'm not into trends. Because here's the thing though, it's for me, I find a lot of local media cringe, so I don't usually consume them. I usually consume global media, you know, where they're also cringe if they're brain rot, but it's global media, and I'm more selective when it comes to global media that I consume. They can rot my brain, but as long as it's Italian brain rot, I should be perfectly fine. And I'm definitely not gonna take Sugarfly Cookie to see Italian brain rot. I think she will probably gonna die, even though she is like somewhat immortal because fairy species are known to have immortality. But cringe fest, you know, it's the cringe fest we're talking about here. Just leave a comment on that community post if you have suggestions. One of the places, I think I Eat Flashlights, who was here earlier, suggested I should go to like somewhere with a lot of flowers. That should be easy. There's like a lot of places with flowers. I can like potentially take a trip there. Maybe just find like a normal garden, and then I'll go there. I'll see where I can go. It's probably gonna be open to me as well, because I never really go to the park or the gardens that much, or so often. And also my house has a mini garden. It's not as lively, but it's there. And also I'm not going into Bangkok or anywhere in that vicinity. I'm not gonna tell you exactly where I'm located. I'm not gonna dox myself. But if you do figure it out from the pictures of where I am specifically, keep it to yourself and don't dox me in front of everyone. Like, the only thing you know is I'm close to the beach. Not that close, but close. I'm close to the beach. And what else? What else? I'm not close to the north side of the Thailand. That's literally it. That's all I'm willing to tell. And it's still hot though, like honestly, it's stupidly hot for some reason. Anyways, in the Magma, right now there is nothing going on. And obviously I will be drawing one more cookie. I already decided I'm gonna draw bacon roll, because I have managed to ever since I figured out how to get oven smash in Thailand, because it's not available. If we're talking about availability, by default it's not available because they locked me out of the global server in Thailand and for 9 other countries. I obtained the the update files the other way, but I still managed to play the Oven Smash normally, as if nothing happened. And I had fun with the game, just a little bit. I only played Bacon Roll Cookie. Didn't get far to the game yet, but I played with just Bacon Roll Cookie. That's literally it. My playstyles usually I want to play as tank or someone bulky. Like that's like my playstyle. I don't want to go for range or someone who's like capable of dying. How about movie theater? That's the issue. I can't take pictures of the movie theater. Oh, I mean I can. I can if the movie is not starting yet. But what movie am I going to watch? The Super Mario Galaxy movie? I haven't watched that one yet, but I'm avoiding Mario or anything Nintendo related because Uma Musume movie, is it on though? I know there was one few months ago, but is there one?
Anyway, last week...
You know, I can check it right now to see which movie is available for me to look. Movie theater is not a bad idea either, because in the mall there is a movie theater. I'm pretty close by it, pretty close as well. So there's like, so if I were to go to the movie theater, that would be no issue. And of course I can take pictures outside of it. That's perfectly fine. Maybe I'll consider going in on Wednesday. Let's see. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, there's like literally nothing here, I think. There's literally nothing here. I think the only movie that would interest me... Oh, wait a second. No, okay, what's this? The only movie that would be interested... There is... If you want something shocking, I'll tell you something shocking, Mehamis. Not that I'm gonna go watch it, but it's quite far from me, like really far. I would have to go to Bangkok for this, but obviously I'm not gonna go there. There is exactly one round where the Uma Musume movie will play at 11 AM in Bangkok. Since the movie's out for like so long, they only do like little to nothing. And there's like one left on tomorrow at 11 AM my time. Obviously I'm not going there. That's too expensive. Also, the Mario movie is gonna be out here for a while. But I do not want to get her to watch a Mario movie. I don't want to get her into like the Nintendo mindset. A lot of people got into the Nintendo mindset and never leave. Can never leave. Like, seriously, man, they can never leave. Like me, for example, I can never leave Pokemon. Like, if you play a Nintendo game and got attached to it, then you're never able to leave the Nintendo mindset. Literally, everyone would fall into that. So I'm not taking Sugarfly Cookie for something like that. I was thinking for the lurks at least. Arcade should be easy. Although I would say, it's not like arcade, it's like a game zone. I actually do have one picture. Already. I just haven't put Sugarfly Cookie in there yet. Actually have this picture. I'll show you in a different art program since this is an art stream. Also, feel free to join the Magma. It's there if you want to join. I'll open the Fire Omocat real quick. I'll send the picture through my Discord. I think I still have the picture. Because I took pictures of random BS sometimes that I think it felt appropriate for me to just show you what I mean. Let me try to find it. It's like, it's a really early image as well. Because I went to, there it is, I found the picture. Alright, I got the images. Let me... This is... Oh, don't tell me they're all landscapes. Yeah, they're all landscape. God damn it. God damn it, they're all landscapes. I kind of want a portrait version of this. That was like gonna be so much better, but whatever. So let me switch to the Omocat. Don't mind the protagonist cookie reference there. Clipboard. There. I do have this image. And if you want to ask, this is like a local makeshift arcade or whatever it's called. It's Burnout 3 Takedown. I streamed this on my Twitch before. I played this before. So some people may know that I streamed this game before on Twitch. I know you. I know for at least one of you knows what I'm talking about here. This is like one of those makeshift arcades where they put Burnout 3 as like something like this. And then I said it first. You're not gonna. I'm not convinced that you were gonna say Burnout 3. So I do have this picture. This is when did I take this picture again? Let me try to take a look. When did I take this picture again? Because they know I can just like put Sugarfly in there. And that's gonna be a start of day 8. That's like a super easy one. But I'll spoil you what's gonna be on day 14. I'm gonna spoil you the day 14 documentary right now. The day 14 documentary is gonna be me asking Sugarfly Cookie questions and letting people ask her some questions as well. So people can drop questions to Sugarfly Cookie and I'll answer them as a video, and I have like 14 days to make the Q&A video for day 28. And that's the spoiler I'm willing to give. So on day 28, I will have the video to like final. If I don't make it on time, then I'm probably gonna still do it, but it's not gonna be on day 28. So day 14 is gonna be me dropping a community post saying about the Q&A video, like the Q&A where people can ask Sugarfly anything. And on day 28 is gonna be when the video releases, and it's going to be the farewell post of Sugarfly as she goes back to the cookie world. Like I said, I only make the documentation for 28 days because there has to be an end. I can't just keep Sugarfly Cookie forever. I need to end it at some point because none of my series ever ends. This is like a good time to end it too. Okay, I found the image. Edit date and time might. Let me just look at this. Okay, details. I took this on April 5th, 2026, which is 1 week ago and 1 day ago. So I went and played this game 1 week ago. So yeah, fun stuff, I guess. So let's go back to Magma. Nobody has joined yet. I think today's gotta be a silent day because it's a Monday. And I'm not streaming in a Cookie Run Kingdom category as well. I'm hoping this will go for YouTube. What is the game you did you play? It's called Burnout 3 Takedown. It's one of the best racing games ever made. One of. It's arguably one of the best arcade racing games ever made. And it has like a really high rating. Sure, some people prefer Burnout Revenge, but Burnout 3 is like amongst the top of the class. So last time I drew my persona on this side, there was one person that drew their character here, but they gave up. I'm still gonna find like a place to put their reference somewhere. Although I'm not sure if they will show up anymore. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take over the layer and I put it somewhere close to the ice cream truck. So let me take over the layers and I'll move all of their layers here. I'll duplicate the layers. I just like move it here so that they have like a place to do it. I'll hide this layer. I'll put it here. And I can just give the layers back to that little satellite. Obviously I can't really give it yet because they're not here. But I'm just gonna name the layer. And then I'll leave it. Alright, now I can leave layer. Not kick, just like leave. Cool. I don't know if that type of arcade machine exists here. Like claw machines are fine, but I don't know if the staff will appreciate me taking pictures of my own when there's like nobody around me, because I'm just taking pictures of something I might not be able to. There's like no such machines here. I think Burnout 3 is okay. Like I can just let Sugarfly seize the score and she will probably be really confused. I think that's fine. But in all honesty, I do want to take her like elsewhere as well, not just like indoors. Sure, I'll have like some days where I say indoors, but I'm just gonna make a story up where I basically talk to her, and she's having fun with the stuff to the point where she's probably gonna be more open about the whole incident of Garden of the Lights. Oh yeah. Okay, since you all are here, there's also another project I want to announce. Although this one I'm probably gonna make one after the Sugarfly video, and probably sometime during the shorts. Any sports you like? I don't play sports. You will see this because I don't exercise or in anything in particular. I'm a fat man. Not like obese or anywhere near that. It's just fatter than usual. That's all I will say. And I don't exercise. The closest thing I can claim as exercise is walking and swimming. Those are like the only twos I do. Other than that, I don't really do it. Also, this is a good time to make an announcement. I know this is an art stream. Yes, this is an art stream disguised as a Just Chatting stream. No, this is a Just Chatting stream disguised as an art stream. There we go, I swapped it. I will make something like a fan mini movie / fan movie of an existing series, or like an existing fan series. And the only reason why I'm doing this is to get myself relevant to the scene. Because right now, I am very irrelevant in the YouTube scene. I still am pretty much irrelevant towards like the bigger numbers. I am relevant to the small numbers, but not the bigger numbers. So what I'm basically talking about is, I remember, well, I had the 3 other one active. I didn't have the Danganronpa one active though, just so you know. That Danganronpa one is still April Fools. The Sugarfly one is almost done. I just need to add like a little cutscene then make it a full video. That one is almost done. The current cream one is still there, and I can delay the Owen glitch resimulated as much as I want, and I can just like merge these two into one. So no big deal there, and the requests of all ports, but that's only that's I can do off screen. That's all of that room. Museum and an art gallery, good idea, but I know for a fact there's like one place I could go. It's probably gonna cost me money to enter, but in all honesty, I don't really mind it too much. So this one will probably gonna go through. This one I'm probably not gonna be heavily invested in because this one is pretty big, and it's pretty big. Dread Room is in the canvas. This one is pretty big. I said that 3 times now, and that is that has to do with the beast. And I'll say this is like a big disclaimer. This is not gonna be an original concept or original idea. It's another one of those, I made a fan idea of another person's creation's fan idea shenanigans. And what I'm referring to is, let's go to this person's YouTube channel who goes by the name of Fresco di Pomeriggio, who is the creator behind one of the more quote-unquote famous, I don't know if it's like famous or not, but it does get views, Beast with No Yeast, the series, the original series. There's like 2 of them. There's one with there's a reimagined one, and there's the original one without voice acting. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there. Beast with No Yeast Reawakened, and this one is like the original. They are the one behind the original. Let me show you the window. They are the one behind the original, and I've been as you can see, I've been watching all of them, and not just like all of them. I might need to expose my YouTube. You know what? I'm gonna expose my watch history. There's nothing spicy in there. I'm allowed to expose my watch history. So let me go to my watch with my watch history first. So I'm gonna scroll down a little bit, and then I'll show the thing. This is one of the stuff on my watch history. Not like the Scrub Cookie Run Triple Trouble, but I'm gonna mention this one as well because they do show up on my recommendations so often. There's also the First Cookies Meet Bees, and this one is like one of those original cutscenes, except this one's Gacha Life. I mean, not Gacha Life. This one's made in the Gacha, whatever its Gacha is. I don't really know, but that's not. But this isn't like the point. Let me like scroll down a little bit more. Let's see if I can find it. Most of these are music. And then there's the funniest geometry dash reactions of all time with Wartrock's face. There's some Hyperheim's videos because I'm a member of of their channel. Let me try to find it. That's Bees in No Yeast. There's this one. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm glad I'm not showing that on stream. That word is pretty dangerous. There are also some shorts, but I'm gonna ignore the shorts. Wait, where is it? I thought I see them. Oh yeah, there's also this. Oh yeah, there's also this. I do wanna like mention this. I don't care about leaking this part. Look at these 2. People, this is a Thai ad. Just by the way, this is a Thai ad, and people just makes this connection with Triple T. I'm so disappointed in humanity. I'm so disappointed in humanity. I figure I'm bringing this up because that's on my watch history. Hey, where is it? I thought I see them. I'm so, give me a moment, I'll read chat in just a bit. Where is that video? I thought I see it. There's also the music remixes, but that's not what I'm trying to find. But where is it? Did I scroll past? Wait, no, it's not this deep. I think it's, no, it's not this one. Not this one either. Not this one either. There, I found it. I found it. Oh my god. I scrolled too far. I scrolled too far. Here. The video on the center. The Cookie Run Kingdom Project Rebeats Part 1 fan story by this YouTuber who I just subscribed because this is also the video in my recommendations. Like, people will make something similar to these a lot, where they use like bees/ancients because they're the most popular cookies in CRK, and maybe Gingerbrave, and they're just making like cutscenes where they either connect to like the BC storyline, or they just make something similar, or make something chaotic. I do want to join that genre, but instead of making something original, which I suck at, Samsung notification moment. Instead of doing something original, which I suck at, also, why are you streaming early? No wonder why the other person lurked. Now I have to lurk on their stream as well. It has only been 40 minutes as well, so I'm just gonna mute the phone. Let me like do this. And yeah, I want to join this scene, but obviously if I want to make a first impression, that would also mean making a 30+ minute video. Now, if I were to use the 6 Soul Jam, it would not take that long. I know how to use the website, but obviously my mindset has always been, if I were to only use the 6 Soul Jam website, the video would be too boring. Because everyone else has been using it, right? Everyone else has been using it. I am the one who doesn't use it. I'm the one who doesn't use it. Like, if you go look at my video, feel free to join a Magma, and also hello, Bonetter Penguin Red Stinger. Or I probably pronounced Bonetter wrong, but it's welcome to my stream. It's been a while. It has been a while for you. Sorry for taking so long to notice. Because if I want to make a first impression to everyone, I have to make... Oh, okay. Good, thank you for your shortened name. Gabriel. So if I want to make like a video, right, I would have to do a very long video to compete against these people by myself without using any other people's cookie assets, because sure, I can credit them, right? I can credit them. I can ask for their permission if I can use their sprites. No issue, I could do that. But it's just gonna be so boring if I want to compete with people. Just not making everything by myself. Except the rooms, obviously. I'm not gonna put that much effort into that. And also, this is a fan series. This is not original, so I can't just like make a background and then make it like a fan series, because that's like complete that could just throw off as original instead, which I don't want to. I'm not trying to make original here. I'm making a fan creation, not original. Like, sure, they don't own any of the Beast cookies, but they do own the writing. So it's not that it's Devsisters owning this. They still mode the video. They're still owning it. Either way, ignore that aside. If you were to take the comparison with this and my content, I know I should supposed to be drawing like bacon roll cookie. I'm supposed to be drawing bacon roll cookie today in a Magma canvas, but I'm just talking too much. Just ignore the talking. That's what I do best at like the first few minutes of the stream, or like in the first hour. So if you go look at my content, right? If you go look at my YouTube content, just like scroll down. Actually, I could just like scroll down all the way to the first video, and I'll tell you which video. Actually, I'll just start with the Chunning Glitter Cookie Cruises the Highways, because that's like the first video that I made that isn't gameplay. So this one, so if you go look at this video, as you can see, I did not use the website, and this was made in what, 2020. I don't know when the website of the 6 Soul Jam launched. I would assume this is even before a Cookie Run Kingdoms release, which was 2021. So these I made it myself, so as the buttons and everything. And I scrolled up into the croissant video, which is a cancelled project. I'm gonna replace the thumbnail soon. This one is completely original though. These ones is completely original. So there's that. And so all like the croissant dating sim project videos, they're all original, so we can cut that off. Like literally everything here, they're original. And if we skip to this video, which is Karo Cookie Karo Cookie is Lost, featuring Fit Cookie. And I did also make these myself. Just like put both of them into like the same thing. I also did that myself. And so as this popular video. I think this one too. I think this one is the one I made. I think this one is also original. Yeah, this one is original. Right. Why change the thumbnail? Because it's cancelled. I already cancelled this a year ago. So, this... If I don't tell you that I made this all by myself with how I edited the thumbnails, nobody would believe this was made... Nobody would believe that I made this without the use of the 6 Soul Jam website. Like the only credit I give here is most of the cookie sprites were from cookierankingdoms.fandom.com. But I never meant credit the 6 Soul Jam website because I did not make this video using that website. I don't even know if the website exists by the time I made this video. And as you can see, the sprite doesn't move though. The thing is that the sprite doesn't move because I don't know how to move the sprites when I edit this the first time. So is this one and this one as well. We skipped these. This one is also original, I think. I think this one I used the Owen Break sprites. Oh, I did also use the Danganron puppet here. Yeah, this... Oh, wait, this is the croissant sim. Never mind, this is completely original. This is also completely original. This one... I'm not sure about this one. I think this one might be... Is this one original? Is this one original? I don't remember. Oh, I didn't use dialogue boxes here. Never mind. Skip the gameplay, skip this. Skip this, skip this. This one is also original. We can skip that. This one I used the Own Break one. This one I also made it myself. I think this one... I don't remember if this one is like the last video I used on KineMaster. And then I switched to... Wait, no. And then this one I used the PC editing. And then I still made everything original. This one as well. This one is 100% original. And then this one, yes, this one I did make everything myself, except the sprites, obviously. This one as well, and then this one this one has a story. This one has a story though. I was originally going to use the 6 Soul Gem for this. I was going to originally use 6 Soul Gem for this cutscene. However, this prevents this bit right here prevents me from using it, because if you try to hide Angel Chiffon Cookie's sprite in the 6 Soul Jam, she would disappear, because that's how the kingdom cutscene thingy works. So she would disappear, and I don't want that. So that's why I just made it up myself. And then there's also this one, which is completely original, and yeah. I never credited or used the 6 Soul Jam up until this point. Also, Hello Fandom game. I never used the 6 Soul Jam up until this point. So, as you can see, I never really used the tool. A lot of people do end up using the tool, which I don't blame them. They're pretty convenient, and I would suggest you to use the tool if you don't know what if you're not gonna go into the pain of making everything yourself. If you're like into making cutscenes, that is. So you can just use the tool. I think that will be more of my recommendation, and it's my preferred way. And it is my preferred recommended way of you doing it. But there's one classic thing about me is not using it. But if I want to do the cutscene using the bees cookies, the ancient cookies, to join in the scene of making custom cutscenes for bees cookies, I will have to use the 6 soul gem cutscene. I will have to use 6 soul gem. There's no avoiding it, because if I were to make everything by myself, that shot will take forever to make, and I don't want to waste forever time to make it, because when I can use all that time to make YouTube shorts, because that's like one of my main targets of trying to make YouTube shorts. So I don't know if people would appreciate. Okay, I'm gonna ask people audience. I've got people audience. Wow, I'm so good in English, guys. I want to ask the YouTube audience, what do you think if I were to cut the content from my YouTube video, like the long form video, like the ones that I made for like 3 to 4 to 5 years ago, and then made it as a YouTube short and uploaded at this exact time year, as if my content has been out for like 5 years ago or 4 years ago, depends. But I just cut it into shorts form and just put it this year. Like, my content is old enough and it's probably irrelevant enough that it doesn't need to be its own short. But some of my videos are short, and I can actually make them into YouTube shorts and just spam them on my profile, and maybe some people will show up. Sure, I'm spamming content, but I just wonder what do people on YouTube think about it. I know I'm not gonna do this on the what was it called? On the the Sugar Glass video, because I said I'm probably gonna remaster the Sugar Glass video at some point. Well, I didn't say it, but people want me to remaster the Sugar Glass video a lot, so that's like the one thing I want to do. Also it's short, so I don't really need. So the only major thing I need to do for the Sugar Glass video is redrawing literally everything. But honestly speaking, I'm not too worried about that. Also, hello, WowSao9218. I'm Thai too, I love Songkran. Welcome in. We're both, yeah, I'm Thai, so. That is common knowledge. If you're a regular of mine, feel free to join the Magma if you can draw. Although I've drawn one already, I'm gonna draw the other one later today. There it is. That's my cookie Sona. I can't draw flowers, so this is all I can do for now. So yeah, nothing going on. The base background is a placeholder. I'm gonna make my own once the Magma ends. Replacing like literally everything. So I'll make my own background for Magma after the Magma closes, which will be closing. I will be closing on number 15. Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want to do, Burger King burger someone's foot. On a 15 stream where I'll be doing the last day of Magma. I plan to draw Bacon Roll Cookie here, drawing this the summer outfit. I'm not gonna draw what the devs have done for her summer outfit already. I have the dress. I'm just don't want to draw her dress. That's the thing. So I'm gonna skip this because I don't want my Discord notification thingy. Like on a thumbnail, something similar for that, yeah. If you're curious, I did draw the thumbnail myself. I'm gonna leak my Magma canvas here. Like, yeah, I did draw this myself. So, as you can see, here's the latest of everything. Yeah, yeah, I did draw her myself, so. If you think like someone else drew it for me, no, that's how I draw cookies. Of course I'm an artist. There's no way I'm just gonna use someone else's work for my thumbnail. Unless if it's cookie run sprites, then obviously I'm required to use it. Because I'm not gonna be, I'm not really a thumbnail artist. Like, I can edit thumbnails, but I'm not a thumbnail artist. And it's not, and for me, it's not like worth spending when I'm not like in the top 10,000 or 20,000 or 100,000 level yet. When I can just make the thumbnails myself. That's why. So I'm gonna borrow the circle. You're trying to draw on hidden layers. Who are you then? I'm gonna borrow the circle because I did draw the circle. Or I can use the two hammers because I believe Bacon Roll is like either late teenager or already an adult. So I can use two circles. And I do need her reference, so I'm gonna get her reference here in PureRef, and I'll copy her image. Do I use the Magma one? You know what? I'm gonna do it. Let me go back to my art desk. Okay, lurk on their stream now. I don't need to lurk more than I should have. Okay, let me go here. Let me put a screenshot. Let me put up a screenshot of Bacon Roll and I'll start drawing her. And put it in here, and then after that, back to my art desk, and then I'll go here. I could just copy paste it here as well, but I'm not gonna do it. And also, if you're interested in joining the Magma, the link should be in either the description or in a pinned message. And once you join, just tell me and I'll give you perks. Or don't tell. As long as you lock in and stuff, and I will give you perks. We see how many spaces can I fill before everyone else could. Because the Magma has been stupidly quiet over the past yesterday. And I do want people to participate, just to celebrate a local festival. But the one weird thing is that today's Monday, so I don't know if I would assume a lot of people are probably gonna go to school. And also bad time as well, but I don't care. Right now for me it's 9 PM. No, it's 10 PM, 10:15 PM. What do you mean the second day of Easter? Easter was last week. I don't celebrate Easter, but even I know. Matei, it's not Easter. Easter was last week. I already did an Easter stream. Hello? Hello? Did you have dementia? I did an Easter stream last week. It was Easter last week. This week is Songkran. Don't get it mixed up. It's only the first day of Songkran. Don't get it mixed up. I don't know where the second day is from. If you're talking about the second day of the Magma, then you should have worded that better. Because it is the second day of the Magma. first day of Songkran, and 1 week after Easter. Look at your calendars again. Oh wait, it is Orthodox Easter Monday, so that's the specific one. Okay, good to know then. So it is still Easter for some people. Okay, good to know then. I can't draw stars, so I'm just gonna draw it randomly. The first day of us is just yesterday. I see. You're looking forward to Friday? Actually, let me see. Yeah, actually, same. I'm also looking forward to Friday. I'm not gonna say what I'm looking forward for, but I'm looking forward to something on Friday. I'm not gonna stream on Friday because I'm probably gonna be really tired from what I'm about to do on that day. But then again, the Magma would have already be ended on this Wednesday anyways. And like then the Discord thingy, the Discord server purge thingy already ends, so I don't really need to worry about that too much. And oh yeah, people on Twitch, I will make myself clear again, just in case if you're one of those people who watches my stream for the stuff that I already left, and I'm not gonna be planning to come back to it. If you're only remain here, or if you're here from like a community whose primary target is Gardic Phone, or Calamity in this case, and you're still waiting for maybe one day I'll host something similar, or only gonna be interacting if I'm hosting something similar to that, here's my recommendation, okay? And I'm saying this now so that I don't have to call you out later. If you're only here for Gardic Phone / Calamity, which I don't think any of you do, but I'm just gonna mention it anyway, please leave. I already made myself clear, even though it's not public yet, that I'm quitting, even though I would say quitting is the right word, because nobody can quit this category. But I'm making myself clear that I quote unquote quit. I will not be interacting, nor hosting, nor mentioning. Except the mentioning. I think the mentioning I will be doing it so often because at least maybe half of the people on my Twitch list are they content creators at least. So I'm mentioning it now. If you're still only here for that, leave. If you're not interested in any type of my content and you're only lurking and all that stuff for that specifically, please leave. I don't belong there, and I will never belong there. So you would do me a big favor if you leave, because I won't be interacting with the community anyways. I'm already done with it. I think the other house is having a party. It's probably because of Songkran Festival. I don't mind it too much. It's a very special day. I'm not really doing anything other than streaming, so I don't mind them celebrating it too much. Yeah, I don't think take the moment to relax is one thing, because I'm probably gonna be relaxed for the whole entire thing for Friday. But as for tiring, it's definitely gonna be tiring. Like super. Man, I think I draw her hair pretty badly, but to be honest, I'm not gonna judge my drawing skills too much. Probably able to perfect it on Magma, not on Magma, on Fire Omocat instead of Magma. So, but my point still stands. If you're only here for that, leave. Unfollow me, leave that space, whatever. Because I'm not doing that anymore. I don't want myself to be associated with the community anymore. I think I already made as to why on one of the live streams. I don't know if it's deleted or not, but I did make it clear that I'm not really a fan of that type of relevancy. I would rather people just make hard work or doing something that they enjoy that doesn't require other people to be present than something that requires other people to be present at all times to be able to entertain other people as well. I don't mean by chat interaction on literally joining the same game as you. I'm just talking about like normal chatters, and just maybe they don't talk, maybe they talk, but you still know what to entertain people with, kind of stuff. I'm pretty impressed with what you have done for Bacon Roll so far. I'm only doing this because I have a ref with me. I have like the ref on my PC, so I'm able to like not like replicate it entirely, but like I have a ref right beside me that I can like follow along on my stream. I use Pure Ref. If you're curious, I'm using Pure Ref, the reference app, where I have it on like always on display and make it so that the mouse hover doesn't like make it click on the window. And then I'm just using that to look at the reference and then draw it. I do need to practice a lot though for this July though, because I made a goal. I have made a goal for art fight this year that I'll be doing 50 cookie run attacks. Yes, you're not hearing it wrong. Not 1-5, 5-0. Last year I did 39. No, not 39. Last year I did 38. This year I'm doing 50. And I'm not gonna take a single day off this time. Last year I did take at least 4 days off. I did take a day off for like 4 days. And and also affiliate anniversary where I don't do the cookies, which I'm probably gonna continue that tradition. because affiliate anniversary is important to me. But 50, yeah, 50. As for the bookmarks, I already have cookies. I already have at least 80 cookies bookmarked. I will have to keep an eye on if there will be active during the art fight period, though, because I will be active during the period. I just don't know if they will be active during the period. A lot of them are females, though, because I do adore drawing female OCs, and they're really easy for me to do so. I've gotten used to drawing female OCs. Actually, I can't give you a ratio. Not doing Garlic Phone anymore? Nope. Nuh-uh. I see, I'm not gonna call them slop. Because I do feel like there are genuine people inside of that community. But they will, but most of the, if I were to click on the category and see what they do stream on right now. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. Not because I follow the category, but because they're so easy for me to take a look at. So I know what they do, right? So I'm gonna go to browse. I'm gonna click on the Garlic Phone category, which they do receive a new icon. I'm going to count how many streams of it that has community / playing with viewers. There are currently 7 English streams. There are currently 7 English streams. 5 of them, actually 4 of them are playing with viewers / community. 1 of them is a fake stream, aka they stream a different game in a Garlic Phone category. And the other 2, one of them is a Discord stream, which I'm fine with because they're just talking to people playing Garlic Phone without having playing with viewers tag. Well, actually, they do have playing with viewers tag, so make it 5. And then the last one is could be a fake title. So my point is, if people are gonna do that category, they will only do playing with viewers. And as much as I've done this in the past, and as much as I've joined these people in the past, I'm not a fan of the set genre inside of that specific category anymore. Because I do feel like most of the streams that were done are just there to gain recognition, to gain fame, and not because they genuinely want to do it. They just do it because they claim that they wanted to do, but in reality, it's just one way. I think I already said this on my Discord server. It's one way of saying that they're still relevant. Just like how I'm doing these cookie run streams, right? Or like cookie run videos, where it's a sign saying that I'm still relevant. But in reality, that's all they're good at. They cannot make their content without streaming it. Like without streaming it, they will have no content. Not at all. They choose to stick with streaming because it gets them views. It gets them concurrent views. It does pay the bills. For some people at least. And that's the only thing they can do, because once they do something else, nobody will care. Or if they do care, only 25 or 50% of the people who watch them for the Garlic Phone stuff will care. It does apply to other communities as well, where they stream other categories and they suddenly stop interest of you playing this game, and they don't come and as such. But you're playing a different game. That's like the normal bit. Well, the category that you're known at, you just don't. It's not a just chatting stream or art stream, where if you're already known in a just chatting and / art stream segment, that you don't require people to join your streams. You just chat they will, if you have like enough regulars that will join anything, then they will be happy to join anything. But Gardic is Gardic, man. Most people's goals of Gardic is to join other people's. Or if there isn't any, then host one and hope they become relevant too. And most of the servers that is in the Gardic phone category are dead. Barely any contribution whatsoever. They cannot do variety. They can only stick to the category until they break out of the loop. Once they're out of that loop, they're almost irrelevant again. So that's why I decided I have enough, because I was never relevant in that space to begin with. I am relevant to some people, but that's only because I engage their streams, not because I'm relevant for it. So I quit because I'm not a fan with a lot of how people approach these streams. Simply put, relevancy. And this type of relevancy, I used to like it, now I don't. And I don't by a long shot. I'll do what I enjoy more, despite the slow growth. Like, I don't care about the slow growth. I've experienced this since 2023. You need a lot of effort to get somewhere, and that will continue. And that will continue on. I'm actually trying something new for once. Well, not really something new. It's just more platforms and all that stuff, right? I will continue on making content. Now that I'm on a quick run scene again, which is where I was originally before I moved to Gardic Phone in 2023. I can be more comfortable making stupid content again. And what I mean by stupid is I don't mean slop or AI because who watches slop when a lot of people do content better than you. So that's like the one thing that I need to make sure of. Don't make slop. Don't content farm. Don't make low quality shorts. That is my goal. Because I know for a fact there's gonna be a lot of people making low quality shorts just to gain recognition. And I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm not saying that they don't gain any success from it. They're pretty good at getting a lot of people to cooperate in one place because they're easy to make and a lot of times people will just watch them anyway. I would not try to avoid something like that, despite it might help me in the long run. Despite people might know me of this and that. I'm just gonna go in my own pace. Sure, I'm adapting to shorts now, but it doesn't mean I'm gonna grow. I'm gonna grow in like exponentially fast pace compared to everyone else who makes like simple video quality where they just put like a video and they just slap text in the middle of it. I'm not saying that content is bad, but I'm just not the one who would make something like that. Just saying. I would rather make something like I think that short style like Hyperheims is actually like a good example of what I would get inspired from, because those YouTube shorts are actually high quality. It might not look high quality, but Hyperheims YouTube shorts are high quality enough that it doesn't have the sloppiness in it. Like, sure, it's just his avatar talking a lot of times, but it's still more effort than a lot of the videos where they just slap text in the middle of it and then edit multiple clips in it and call it a day. I might do that for April Fools next year. I might do that for April Fools next year, where I make a YouTube short where the whole entirety of BS just a lot of stuff happen, and I slap a text in the middle of it and call it the highest quality ever. I have to get a capture card. Add that list of random stuff I have to buy. All right. I'll remind me how many to add a capture card into the list. I'm hearing the DNB and Cookie Run at the same time, but remember you don't do Gartic Phone. I don't do a Gartic Phone anymore. I don't host them anymore. I might join other people's if I've known them long enough. If I know them long enough, then I'll still happily join them because they're mostly just gonna do normal modes. Like, that is perfectly fine by me. Gartic Phone with close friends, in real life friends, is perfectly fine by me. I'm still gonna have fun with them. That's no issue with. It's just, for me, it's just, I see playing with viewers lobbies and playing with viewers stream tactics is not scummy. It's not scummy, but it's pretty baity. Like, in engagement bait kind of stuff. I have to buy a phone cooler and a VR headset for my phone out of all the random stuff I have to get. For me, the random stuff that I have to get is a new mouse. This mouse is rubbish. I need a new one. You mean AI slop? Yeah, AI slop. I label it on my video. I will always like label it on my video that no AI was used because something as high quality as that, there's no way an AI would be able to replicate it. And I always do that. I always make sure people know it's not AI, because if it is AI, then nobody would watch my stuff. Not even the kids. And my target audiences aren't kids. My target audience is someone above 14 years old, or like someone above 13, not someone below it. Like, that's like my target audience. Someone above someone above 13, not below 13, not below 12. That's not my content for you. Because I do swear sometimes, especially on my Twitch, where you would have to be above 13 to even chat. Because if you're not, then obviously you have trouble. You would have a problem. Because the first thing I do is, if you admit that you're 12, the first thing I do is I report you to Twitch, and then you get banned for being underage, right? I've done that in the past. Like, even though that's not a real info, Twitch will deal with that if you even jokingly said you are, and you acted like one, even though you were not. They will do it still. But as soon as you step on that range where it is TOS friendly, then they won't gonna give a damn about it anymore. Because you already meet the requirements of having a Twitch account. So, yeah. I know I'm drawing to something almost the same exact outfit as what I did in Songkran. I don't look, man, I suck at ideas. I'm probably not gonna like draw them too much. I'm probably not gonna like go full detailed here. Oh yeah, don't ask about that. Yeah, you told me you were getting a new PC after the school is over. After you finish your school semester, the entirety of it. I don't need any reminder about that. Which is when you're probably gonna turn. Yeah, you know I'm not gonna mention it. Oh yeah, people on YouTube chat. I don't know how many people are watching me right now on YouTube, but I do have a question. And this is more like a suggestion more than anything, because I value feedback. I value feedback on YouTube, and I usually ask for opinions about my stuff if people are interested. And the question that I have is, would people be interested if I made a guide, like a short, funny little guide? It's not funny, it's serious. Short guide on how to do a cookie run live stream on any platform, on like either Twitch or YouTube. I mean, I'm doing one right now. I'm doing a live stream on both YouTube and Twitch right now. Although I only have almost 2 years of streaming experience, I think I should be able to get the basics. I've streamed for almost 3 years, ever since 2023. I think I should have some experience of explaining how you should get into YouTube live streaming, or how you should get into YouTube live streaming. And besides, we might get new faces, you know. We might get new cookie run faces where people would start streaming. Of course, they have the freedom to do whatever they want, but it's more or less a guide for people who wants to get into streaming. Not on phone, because I'm not making a guide on phone for obvious reasons. I'm not making a guide on my phone for obvious reasons. I'm making a guide for how do I say this? Making a guide for PC users. And I don't see any activity on YouTube chat, so I'm just gonna ask the Twitch people as well. What do they think about it? Right now, I know that Mehamis is a streamer that's like regularly chatting right now, and Matato's on a PC, only his phone. So we can exclude him off the list. I know Mehamis does stream. I stopped by a few times. And I said a few times because I lurk. I'm a major lurker, I'm not a chatter. You know me well. I'll try the chat though. You don't have to chat on my side, but I'll try the chat on your side as much as I can when I'm not streaming. Like, I don't watch that many people anyways now, so there's no issue on that part. I already wiped out half of my follower list because my Gartic phone interest. And I don't even follow a lot of the cookie and content creators on Twitch anyways, so no big deal on that part. Wasn't my last stream the 7-hour one? I wasn't there for the entirety of it. If you're talking about the one, where you play Minecraft, I wasn't. Was that the 7-hour one? The one you play Minecraft with Gentai. Yeah, it was. I think I didn't stick around for the entirety of it because I was tired. And obviously, when I am tired, the first thing I do is fall asleep. And I wasn't streaming on that day too, so there's that. It makes sense. And then like 7 AM your time or something. You did stream some things before you moved to Minecraft though. I think, if I remember correctly, it would be around 3 to 4 AM, not 7. 7 is like too late. I think it would be like 3 to 4. Like, I mean, Gentai starts at its usual time, right? So that would be like around 3 to 4 AM. Should I also just draw the water gun? I'm literally drawing the exact costume that I draw on the Magma thumbnail. Because I'm not original. I'll never claim myself to be original. Sorry guys, I'm gonna make wait, I'm gonna imitate the voice. Sorry guys, I'm gonna make wait. Sorry guys, I'm gonna make bacon roll cookie into melon soda cookie. Oh yeah, what do you think about that, huh? Cringe. Sorry for being cringe. It in Faustus, Friday Night Funkin', Umamumusume, yes, Umamusume, Ultra Kill, Geometry Dash, that one, what was the name again? The bronze, what is that level again? The bronze something? And Minecraft, the bronze. You've beaten the bronze, and it looks pretty impossible. Maybe decorate it and get into the impossible level list. And then you will never get rated. Never. 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 Never.
Oh no! Anyway, last week...
It was me, and I was gonna do something else. Anyway, good luck with your... Good luck with your fan art. Thanks for stopping up in the room. Have fun with whatever you're doing. The bronze was the challenge that I verified. No, that was a different level. Okay, I got it mixed up. Whoops. I got it mixed up. I think what was it again? Something never clear, was it? What was that level? Something never clear. I think that was the level I was talking about earlier. Something never clear. Not Seri never clear, but something else. I know Seri never clear. That's a different level. VT never clear. Oh, there we go. That's the level. Yeah, that's the level. I know it's not Seri never clear, and that level exists. Yeah, I saw that level. That one was wild. It's named after the guy I knew in 5th grade. I guess the level name makes sense. It looks pretty impossible. Or it could just be outright impossible. Or it could be humanly possible, but you have to be a robot to play it. It was physically impossible. On the end stream, I finished my challenge as well. I requested it. Damn, people are going back to Geometry Dash. I'm not going back in there. You know, if I want to make a Geometry Dash level, I would have to relearn the editor. First of all, I have to relearn the editor. I still have no clue about the 2.2 editor. 2, I need to draw a girl. I know that can be taken out of context, but look at me, man. All the art I do on the daily basis are drawing female characters. And something Geometry Dash players, when they see a girl, they go crazy. No kidding. When they see a girl, they go crazy. Of course, there are still sane people like me, like where you see a girl and you just go, "Oh, that's a nice looking art," or something like that, or like that's a cool looking level. But there are some people out there that just, you know what I'm talking about. I don't even need to play Geometry Dash to know that there are these people inside the community. Also, thanks Reddit. Even though there's not even a single post about it. I guess my presence in Reddit, and that I mean I did nothing, was proven more than enough. Uma and anniversary missions. Ooh. Good luck with that tomorrow. Made to be cute, have little to no fans. What do you mean no fans? There are a few fans. Songkran memes. Oh wait, CRK got a maintenance. Got an emergency maintenance earlier today. Huh. Cookie Run Kingdom got an emergency maintenance earlier today. No wonder why I didn't see any Cookie Run Kingdom streams when I streamed it. No wonder. Oh look, there's another one that do not show up on my live channels we think you'd like. They only stream one category. They'll be irrelevant outside of it. Get out, please. Don't recommend me those channels. I wouldn't get along with them. I will get along with everyone else, but not them. Like, I already mentioned this. Like, art streamers I'm perfectly fine with. They're lurk friendly and they're pretty chatty as well, chatty at the same time. They don't require your contribution to be entertaining, and that's like the one. Despite I don't watch them often, it is still a W in my eyes. So, yeah. I think I made it clear about the. I made it so clear one person decides to leave. It works. It works. But like I said, those numbers, there are like at least 200 and 300 more people that is still under this effect. Let's see if I do recognize these names. Not really. Yeah, not really. They're probably from the art side as well. So nothing to mention about. Also, is the Magma gonna be really silent today? I don't see anyone joining. Or maybe I did see someone joining, but I haven't given perms. No, nobody joined. Is it really just gonna be a silent day today? Wait, is the YouTube chat moving? Or is the YouTube chat... Oh, nobody's watching. I guess Monday really kicked in. Nobody's watching. Right. I'll stream CRK tomorrow. Just to like switch in between. I'll do like switch in between stuff where today I'm only gonna stream art, and then tomorrow I'm gonna stream CRK. And then on Wednesday, I'm gonna stream art only. Just to swap in between. Also, I do know that people, not anyone would watch a Monday stream. There's that. Let me see Twitch. Oh, they did stop streaming entirely. Wow, really short stream today, huh? I didn't even get to say hi. I mean, I did get my watch streak, but I didn't even get to say hi. Where is that? You know, I'll look at their chat. I want to see what's up. Their last message is 15 minutes ago, and there has been no activity since then. Damn, that's sad. Alright, enough getting distracted. Let's continue doing. Continue drawing this. I don't know where to draw the water gun. In all honesty, I have no idea where to draw the water gun. I guess I'll draw here. But even so, I don't think it fits. And as for confirmation, there is nobody in the YouTube live stream right now. At least not that I'm aware of. I do wonder, why do you have to rewatch the whole thing? Like, you did say that you forgot some of the story, but shouldn't you just watch like a summary, or someone doing the summary of the season and before episode 12, or did they just not do it? You still have to rewatch it before that? Damn, dedication. I wouldn't have time to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna mention it now. I'm gonna make a fan movie for I'm gonna make a fan movie for Beast with No Yeast. There's like this one episode. I don't want to like mention it right now. There's like one episode from Beast with No Yeast that hit me. Not because I ship Pavlova cookie with sugar fly cookie, and that's also because not also because sugar fly cookie is in the video. She has to be because of Eternal Sugar Cookie. But I'll try to find it. Where is the creator's name? There it is. Like, there is 8 episodes of it already, and I do think 8 episodes is more than enough to make like a fan movie of creators' headcanons of what the bees are probably doing. Sure, they're like, and also this is like the only instances where I'm allowed to excuse myself to make beast cookies / ancient cookies content. Because if you know me, if you do know me well, you know that I only make like epic cookies content. Sugarfly may be an epic cookie still, and she has like connections with her sugar, but that's only because of pure interest in the character, and not because she is. Well, it's not just like pure interest of the character. It could just be both. Also, hello HDYYUL from YouTube. Are shy or cute? I am not know what do you mean by shy, but if you're going to compliment me of saying that this is cute, then that is appreciated. Because my art style is cute in some people's eyes. officially on YouTube for a few weeks. That's like the only way to watch it outside of US or Japan. Or the other way. I don't know if people would do that, but the other way. I'm not gonna say what way, but the other way. Man, I feel sleepy. Not like that sleepy tired, but maybe just because I talk too much. I talked so much I lost a follower. But to be honest, they're not that relevant. I don't think that time frame was relevant to me anyways, so no big deal. Side Games is pretty strict with copyright. Yeah, okay. Some of them might slip away for like a few weeks, or like a day or two, and you have to get lucky with it. But yeah, that's what I mean by other way. Oh yeah, the other house is celebrating happy birthday. So if you ended up hearing the neighbors, don't be surprised. This is the festival for it after all. Don't mind it too much. It is Songkran Festival. People are willing to celebrate things by default. Like I know it is the festival, and I'm just being a nuisance to them right now if I do end up screaming. They're just having a good time, man. While I'm trying to ruin it purposely. Even though I kind of don't want to ruin anything. Technically, my sister already ruined my mood earlier in a stream, just because she came. She came back when I'm streaming, and nobody was available that time, so. It got taken down, so I'm hoping to get released in Europe. Hopefully, I guess. It's in Thai, but I'm not watching it. Oh yeah, I gotta remind myself I want to talk to this person on Instagram tomorrow. It's been 5 years since I know them. We don't interact much, but I figured I want to interact with them more now that I'm back on the scene. So I'll probably hit them up on Instagram sometime later tomorrow. And for reference, I've known them for the croissant cookie content that they made during 2021. And they have a interesting art style. Yeah, it makes sense. Makes sense as they don't ship it outside of Japan. Like, sure, Musume has a global release already, but like, they could just be doing what Japan does with like the releases. And make it sure like there's like a 4-year gap during updates. You know what I could do? After I finish streaming for today, I will record a Sugarfly documentation video so that I can put it on YouTube Shorts and on TikTok. I feel like it would be appropriate for me to put something in there, just for discoverability, you know. I might end up making myself known as the Sugarfly cookie person again. Just like how I did with the current cream cookie person. 10,890 yen. So that's really expensive. One Blu-ray is 60 euros plus shipping. And there are 23 episodes. Oh boy. That's at least 1,200 euros plus 180, I think. Which is 1,380, is it? Yeah, 1,380 euros plus shipping. Which is really expensive. For 23 episodes. That's I'm gonna try to compare the price. 1,380 euros. I could buy a PC with that money. I can buy a PC with that money. Or even so, 2 phones with that money. Buy every winning live CD plus shipping. There are 32 of them. If you were talking to buy specific episodes each, then yeah, that's really expensive. Why 2 phones? One phone costs 600 euros each. That's like the price measure I'm talking about here. Like one phone that costs 600 euros each, then you can buy 2 phones. I'm comparing the prices of all the Blu-ray discs. The songs would get mega copyrighted. On YouTube, definitely. On Twitch, still definitely is, but yeah, I think on Twitch is also troublesome. Also, to answer your question, Matei, why you need 2 phones? Did you know, in my entirety of my middle school / high school years, I used to always use 2 phones. Yeah, no kidding. I always have to use 2 phones. One phone for the internet, and the other phone for actual usage. In this case, Cookie Run Oven Break, Cookie Run Kingdom, video games, taking camera, blah blah blah. And I think I also got scammed buying a phone once. Because I thought it's good. I thought the phone was good, but it ended up being rubbish. Like the specs are better than my Samsung at the time, but it's so slow. And my guess is they lied about it not being secondhand, but in reality it is a secondhand phone. It was a second-hand phone. Having a phone for internet and a phone for everyday use is insane. That's true. It is insane. Now I only use 1 phone. And ever since I got home Wi-Fi, I don't use phone internet anymore. Well, I mean, I still use it, but on my S24. And it doesn't eat that much battery compared to my S8 back then. My S8 would have eaten a lot of battery, and I was scared that it would probably be unusable, so that's why I bought a separate phone for it. That phone ended up breaking earlier than my S8 phone, and then my S8 phone would break soon after, despite having a long usage. I still need to draw her hair. Probably move her here as well because the scale doesn't make sense. Oh, it does make sense. Now just use one phone for everything. But I'm trying my best not to break it. Because I usually just break stuff out of random. "10 seconds will still get claimed. I think you have to do less than 5. I think you should be fine with less than 5. Less than 5 seconds. 10 seconds is probably gonna still be copyrighted. It probably needs to be less than 5. There was a maintenance on CRK earlier, and now it should fit. 10 seconds is fair use. I've always seen us 5. I don't know, man. If they said it's 10, then it's fine, but I usually just go with just 5. If not 5, then 9. Okay, the servers are back up now. I do wonder if there's a compensation. I do wonder if there will be compensation for the server maintenance. There is 2,000 crystals and 500 Pride Light 6 for the Sasha voice gacha. And also a White Lily cookie gift, which she gives me a 10 biscuit though. And I also get another 500 Pride Light 6. So I am officially... You know what? I'm gonna do this. We're doing the Cookie Run Kingdom bit for momentarily. Because I'm getting one guaranteed Sacha boy here. So let's do a little bit of gacha. Just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. So let me connect. I'm always feared that I'm probably gonna need to move my mic. There we go. Just a little bit. I just mainly do the Sacha Boys gacha. That's mainly like the one I will be doing. And let me become a developer again. And once I become a developer, I open the USB debugging. Yes. Now that I am a developer, I can open Scoop and Pie. Now let me switch to CRK. Allow. Sorry. Perfect. All right, where is the window? Wait, where's the window? Of course Windows 10 doesn't work. Now it works. Okay. So, let me move this. There's no audio, by the way. I think I don't remember if I have audio turned on or not. So just assume this is the just assume this is like the window, right? For the Sacha Boys Gacha. And let me see if I do have audio turned on. Okay, I have the music turned off. That is good news. Oh, the audio is from this one as well. Okay, cool. So let's do this quickly, okay? Let's do this quickly. So let me get the fountain. Now let's do a free Sacha Boy pool, which is probably not gonna be anyone. Oh my goodness, I failed it again. I can't believe this. I failed it again. Don't care. Okay. 6 more for a guaranteed Sacha Boy. Let's buy one. Let's make it 5. So I'm gonna open one. Press the middle, which has nothing. And then we get one guaranteed one at least. No, we don't. Wow, okay. Oh, we did get this currency. Nice. Okay. We just gotta open 5, and then we'll see what the guaranteed one is. Let's open the other ones too. Of course there's nothing in here. Okay, who's the guaranteed? Who are we getting?
Watch us set your world on fire.
We got romance.
We keep meeting like this.
Quite ironic. Romance. Quite ironic. Because I'm the one who has little to no interest about romance. At all. And I guess I'll get the costume too. Imagine getting the duplicate. I think it's possible to get a duplicate. I think it's possible to get a duplicate. And I find that to be BS. Alright, we got this, and we got 300 more pools. We got 300 more pools. We only need 10 more for 500. We skip this, we don't care. She's almost ready! And I guess, how many do we have? 15? Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing, okay, I played this joke 2 times already today. Don't care, I'm just gonna spam. Okay. That's Sacha Boy's Gacha. Bunny. And we don't have any more gachas to go through, so I'm just gonna do a funny 5 single pools. With a terrible luck before I go back to art. Right. No. Squidding soul stones. No. Ooh, this one, that one's useful. That one is useful. The witch is not angry. We'll keep going until the witch is angry. We'll keep going until the witch is angry. Fire Spirit Soulstones. Okay, game. You're throwing something at me. There you go. The witch is angry now. Alright, we can stop. Cool. Look, there's like so many bears. Wow, two dark element cookies. Okay, I'm out of here. We're back to Arding. Alright, we're back to Arding now. I disconnected my USB, now just need to exit the program. and we can continue drawing. We'll go back from the ads. I did a little bit of gacha while on break. What do we have here? Soon announce a new Touhou port. Is this April Fool's? Not April Fool's. Soon announce a new Touhou port. Touhou 6. The Scarlet Mist incident is coming to mobile. That's neat, but why? Also, Touhou 6 is pretty hard. As in difficulty. It's not real? Okay, so it's win later. But the date isn't April Fool's. They think they're like 13 days late. Or 12 days, I don't know. I'm actually kind of curious, why do people use the what was it? The hashtag for FYP, which stands for you page, in their shorts. I don't use it because I don't expect it to show up on their for you page. I think the algorithm will take care of that. Hello, also hello Leslie Griffith 4542 from YouTube. Yeah, I don't expect people to use the For You page tag. So I don't really know why people would have the For You page tag in their video title / description. Look, man, I'm not a shorts content creator person. So I will say that I'm not experienced with it. Sure, I've watched a few shorts here and there, but most of them keep their content clean. Most of them, that is. And I'm not trying to go clean route here. Like, I'm not gonna use the For You page tag, but still. I'm trying to take Hyperheims as an inspiration for me to do shorts. Or like how I should approach YouTube shorts, except that it's my own content. I'm just using Hyperheims as like a base inspiration for me to like write how to do shorts. Not like copy him entirely, but like use him as like some sort of like an inspiration where I can like, I know what to tag and I know what not to tag. I know Himes does a lot of tagging, like a lot of tagging, but I'm not gonna go beyond copying the bit because obviously it's bad. I'm not gonna do that, and I would just like look to see what time was like put on these categories specifically, and then I'll see what the next video is, and then I can get the clear picture, and then I just use relevant tags. If doing your power, what if you're out of it? What do you mean by power? What power are we talking about here? Speaking of Lenovo, they're running their Twitch program. What is this? They're replying to performance versus reliability. What matters more in Def Live? Both. That's why we exist. Oh, it's Twitter account, not Twitch account. Sorry. Who is running their Twitter account? No idea. I am not gonna go into as to why. Drawing. What if I can't draw? Then I can't make content. Simple. I can't make content, and my YouTube would not be relevant if I can't draw anything. Okay. You actually... Hi, Sin. What's up? Don't you just... Wait, don't you set... Wait. I've been getting Discord notifications of you in, like, my phone because it notifies you if they change your status. And most of your status has always been DNI or AFK. Like, most of your status are like either DNI, BC, school, or AFK, something like that. Can you do a face reveal when you're at 100k? No. I would do a face reveal to someone who I truly trust, but not to the audience. I don't want to attach my face to a brand. To like my branding. I am fine with attaching my voice to the brand, but I want people to know me as a drawer, and I mean the object, than a face human. Sure, I may have accidentally shown my face somewhere, but we can ignore that part, right? You're trying to deal with your current mental state, that's why. Face reveal with 1 billion followers. You know what? That's a good idea. Just make it happen. 1 billion. Not million, billion. And I'll do it. Who do you trust more? I trust myself the most right now. But I'm not gonna say I haven't face revealed to some people. I have. I had face revealed to some people before. How does a follower go? Nah. That's stupid. That's like blatantly stupid. 1 billion? I don't think that number is achievable on Twitch. No way, man. Face reveal when you get a PC? Bro, that's like 1 year. There's like no way, man. I mean, I could face reveal it to you, but not to people like regular people who want to just happen to stumble across me. I mean, I can face reveal to you both, Mihamis and Mate, perfectly fine. I don't mind that too much. If you don't end up sharing this elsewhere, then I don't mind it too much. I mean, Dan already did his. The only people who hasn't did theirs is me and Mate. But even so, I am a cyborg, as in my identity as a live streamer. So I don't know why you need to see my face for. There's like literally no reason. Unless I go to conventions, but I don't see that as a possibility in the future. I'm not Hyrule, where Hyrule is like perfectly fine with any of those stuff, and he has a family. Like, bro has a family, okay? I am a sole survivor. And relationships isn't something I took interest of. Oh my god, I kept seeing... how do I say this? I kept seeing this word cortisol everywhere, and I don't understand what that means. I don't find it funny. It's overused. I'm acting like Silent Salt Cookie right now. I just don't understand what is cortisol. They feel so overused. Me is secretly Silent Salt. Me is secretly Silent Salt Cookie, who doesn't understand memes. But anyways, I don't understand the meme. Nor I will ever understand the meme. I find it funny for the first time, but I don't see why it's funny again. There are some memes that I find it funny, For example, one of the memes I didn't find funny at first is Franklin will eventually show up to defend his home, but now I find it funny because it's pretty stupid. It's a pretty stupid meme. I think it already died, but it was a pretty stupid meme. Like, that meme itself is already dead. I just find it to be pretty stupid. And there isn't a lot of use case scenarios for it. But still, that's like the beauty of it. High stress versus low stress. Lime Cookie is real in 0K now? Yes. All the citrus squads are real in Cookie Run Kingdom. All of them. The only exception is that Marshmallow Money is... the only exception is Marshmallow Bunny taking the spotlight for the update instead of them. Because 1, she's a special cookie. 2, she's still usable in meta. Surprisingly, because she... not surprisingly, because she is a safeguarded cookie. And 3 is because of it's Marshmallow Bunny. She literally overshadows all the citrus squads. And the next update that brings... the next update that brings lime and grapefruit, both Manchu and Jacquet Cookie are way better characters than lime and grapefruit, except for grapefruit. Grapefruit was like meta at one point during Cookie Alliance, but lime was never meta, and she got destroyed terribly by the dubs. I mean, I did bring her song back, but that's about it. She's still pretty bad gameplay wise, which is really unfortunate. Orange is useful in the niche game mode. Grapefruit was meta once in Cookie Alliance. Everyone else is irrelevant. Not even Lemon, which is my favorite of the citrus squads, and Lime, who was one of the worst supports in the entire game. I need to read Twitch. I fear this was me watching Gentai play Hollow Knight. You mean the Twitter post? Okay. Call of Duty Mobile subreddit. What is this? I'm not gonna click on it though. Cortisol is a hormone that affects your mood. Yeah, stress hormone. No geometry dash. Franklin will eventually show up to defend his home. No, it's like that, but the use cases it's like no, it's more of like in change of scene. I'm gonna use this as an example. In the level change of scene by Blee, if you take the secret pathway on this exact spot, Franklin will eventually show up to defend his home. I think that's like what the use case is. That's where if you do this action, Franklin will show up to defend his home. That's literally the meme. It has to be an action. It can't be like, did you know in this game, Franklin, it doesn't work like that. It has to be an action. Like for example, if you open the door, if you open this red door next to this blue door, and then say 37 5 times, Franklin will eventually show up to defend his home. I think that's what the meme is meant to be used. Also, you're missing out a lot, then. I know you did say that you haven't played for like 2 to 3 years. But to be honest, I said a lot because most of the important events happen during this time period. The Beast Yeast, Sugarfly Cookie being the prettiest of all the fairy cookies, etc, etc. No, I do not have to mention that. And no, she didn't force me to say this. I'm trying to act in character for like the act in character for the documentation, but I'm always out of character. Most content nowadays for Cookie Run Kingdom revolves around the Beast. Ancient Plus situation. Makes sense. Yeah, that was pretty controversial when it happened. That was when Mystic Flower releases as well. Like, what do you mean you can use both Dark Cacao and Dark Cacao Awakens in the same team? And Owen Break because of the fact they released like 2 legendaries a month. For me, it's because of Peppercorn and Centipede. You already knew this. I already talked about this in my Discord server, but just want to brought it up again. But the one thing that mysterious me, the one thing that quite intrigues me in the Owen Break scene, that is why do I feel like, and I mean why do I feel like, despite relevancy, despite how relevant this character is, she might have an impact on Cookie Run Kingdom sometime in the future. And who am I talking about exactly? Let me swap to the Google search. I'm talking about Lilybell Cookie. Why do like, she gets a costume during one of my favorite updates for Owen Break this year, aka the Patisserie Owen Wars battle, blah blah blah, aka my favorite duo, Angel Chiffon and Entremet Cookie. And she gets a costume. Why do I feel like she is more important than she actually already is on story-wise? Like, she plays a major role inside the 6th anniversary, which was one of the worst anniversaries ever. One of the worst anniversaries ever, in my opinion. I don't know about the first one, though. Like, when it came out, it was so bad. But she didn't come out during the anniversary, she came before it. She came like a month before it. The anniversary was Blue Lily and Millennial Tree Magic Candy, which was one of the hardest magic candies to grind for during that time frame. I mean it. There's no way to get his magic candy ingredient outside of his own trial, or pay for it. You do know how ridiculous that was back in the day, where the only way you can get more of his material to upgrade his magic candy is to play in his own trial. Like, that was absurd. Every single ingredient can be grinded in custom runs. Every ingredient in that time can be like played in custom runs. Especially the Sea Fairy one. The Sea Fairy one was so easy to get because in custom runs they never changed the ingredients from Sea Fairies, so if you play custom runs a lot, you will be able to get Sea Fairy's legendary candy ingredient so much easier because custom runs gives you that. Liana preparing a fireball and suplexing this oversized chicken. Message to you, here's my message to you, you're a master. Huh? Sorry, but the post office is closed today. GG meme. The Millennial Tree Magic Candy thing was horrible. Yeah, like, it was so bad. I didn't complain it on the video, or I might have. I don't remember exactly, but... Wait, RTC? Okay, I'm gonna go off topic a little bit here. I'm on the Roblox page. Roblox is releasing Roblox Kids under 9, Roblox Select 9 to 15, and the standard Roblox. This will roll out in early June and change how parental control works on this platform. Blah 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 blah. Let's look at 16 plus. Visibility to friends, screen time, and spending time until the users has reached the age of adulthood, which is 18. Chat is on by default unless banned in a region. All content maturity labels excluding restricted. Users will automatically transition from Roblox Kids to Roblox Select to Roblox upon reaching the proper age. Roblox will not allow Roblox Kids and Select to feature games with sensitive issues, social hangouts, or free-form drawing games. Free-form drawing games? So people on 15 or below cannot draw in Roblox. However, parents can approve specific games that are otherwise unavailable to their child. Sorry, I only speak English. I don't speak Spanish. I'm sorry for yelling earlier as well. Parents can approve specific games that are otherwise unavailable to their child. Matei in my Twitch says, worst decision, just shut down the game already. You know what? Don't shut down the game. Instead, what you should do is get the government to ban the game. If you're continuing to speak in a different language, I would have to time out you. Just saying. I already made it clear I don't speak Spanish. Only English, please, or Thai if you know how to speak Thai. I only know 2 languages. Maybe I should just add a rule on my description saying only English or Thai. There are 2 languages I can speak. Anything else will either get you on a timeout or, if repeatedly, then a ban. But I never banned a YouTube chatter before. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Can one translate? You can understand. You can do the translation yourself, or I don't know if closed caption works on YouTube that well. So sorry if you don't understand. I would suggest just here's my recommendation: find someone else that streams in your language. If there are not any, then I would recommend you just wait. There may be a few people that streams in their language that you're able to understand. I don't have auto-translate or closed captions for other languages. It is not my goal for content discoverability. Sorry about that. It will, like, I'm fine with discoverability for other languages, but it would probably take me too much effort to even get me anywhere. So primarily focusing on English as my main language. Yeah, Sin, just communicate with them. That would be great. But just keep it in English, please. I know we're just talking to them. Ban the game and ask kindly to shut down the game. I don't think ask kindly would work. There's too much money to be involved. There's no way shutting down the game would work. They need to ban the game. What's this? PS4 Blue. Whoever made the cover of that game needs a raise. Blue Alive Condemnation 2. And someone asked Swedish. What am I saying? My English is not Englishing. I can somewhat speak Swedish. Well, I can understand, but I can't speak. I think the subtitles do catch it as Swedish, but I literally call it Speedish. Not Swedish, Speedish. Like, this is for like people on Twitch that has closed captions enabled. It just outright tells you Speedish. Not Swedish. Also, English or Spanish meme is not funny. Change my mind. It was like a meme at one point where people would just type in, or just type in English or Spanish. I don't really find a meme funny, which is one thing to say, at least. It's not like low quality, it's just I just don't find it funny. That's it, that's all. What do you stream on? I don't think I ever asked. YouTube and Twitch. I only stream on 2 platforms. For YouTube, I only stream on long form, which is horizontal streaming thing, and on Twitch, which is what I always streamed on. I have been streaming on Twitch for almost 3 years. Ever since I started on... I actually didn't start it on June, but it's like my first stream of the 2020 century was like around June of 2023. But I do know that I streamed something prior to that, but I don't remember what I streamed on that account. On this account, I mean. Oh no, I mean the program. OBS. I use OBS to live stream. I don't use Streamlab OBS because I know it's pretty unreliable. So what I usually stream on is OBS, and with some occasional filters. And some extensions as well. I do want to make like a video for people who are in the CRK scene to maybe get into the live streaming scene if they're willing to. But I'm afraid I might not get the target audience well, because I would assume some people don't have a PC. But if they want to stream something, I would just recommend them to use a PC to stream. Memes to save. Fish. Oh, not the fee meme. Why? When I was in VC with Jantai, I think it took me an entire minute and 2 tries to say whatever that was, Minecraft, which means you're not very good at Minecraft. I'm so cooked. Is there like a better word for it, or like a shorter version of you're not very good at Minecraft? And it said it spells out you suck at Minecraft. Wouldn't there be like a better word for it though, or like better sentence? Just don't say that you're not good at Minecraft. Just say like you suck. Just go on full impolite mode. Like, screw politeness. I'm gonna be impolite today and just say you suck. As like the as like the language, whatever it's called. I wrote very not good. What did I just read? After stream, I'm probably gonna try to get one part of the Sugarfly video for the documentation out. Maybe some people will stumble across that video and might be interested in looking through the documentary, even though it's fictional. Like, I don't really care if it's fiction. I don't care. It's supposed to be fictional to begin with, so. Maybe some people want to see the fictional story of me and Sugarfly Cookie, who I don't really like at first, but apparently the longer I stay with her, the more I like her or something. As a way of saying, she's not my favorite, but maybe this story might convince me to like her or something. I know she's known to be pretty by a lot of people on the CRK fandom. Sugarfly Cookie, I mean. And she almost won. I think she didn't she almost win against Black Sapphire last year of the best cookie, or was it someone else? I don't remember. Or was it Candy Apple Cookie? Wait, who was the two? Who was the two between? Who was the other one with Black Sapphire that competed for best cookie of 2025? Most compatible rectangular mouse ever. But why? Wait, I see a racing game. What's this one? I think that might be Forza Horizon 6. Oh no, somebody's spamming the tags. Twitter, man. I'm pretty sure she did win. I thought it was Black Sapphire that won? Or I didn't, or because he gets a costume later. Day 56 Fish. I think he did get a costume later, right? Cookie of the Year 2025. Yeah, let's look at the final results. Yeah, Black Sapphire won and Sugarfly got second. That's what I thought too. Sugarfly got second. She beat Candy Apple Cookie by a few percentage. And every single round except for round 2, actually no, every round except for round 1 and round 2, Sugarfly wins, and then Black Sapphire wins after when no epics win or something. Black Sapphire wins after the 3rd round onwards, but Sugarfly wins on like every occasion. As for the legends, White Lily Cookie wins, and then Shadow Milk got second. Black Sapphire super epic? No, just an epic cookie. Black Sapphire is epic cookie, which I think I do appreciate him being an epic cookie, because that's one reason I could actually sure he is associated with the bees, in this case Shadow Milk Cookie, but he's still an epic cookie, so it still does count. Not a lot of people will care about him. They will get annoyed by him because he's Black Sapphire Cookie and he's an epic cookie. Like, look, if he is super epic, it's not gonna change much anyways. Who even cares for super epics? Except for some that are like some people's favorites. Like if we talk about the major side of the fandom, right? Like not like specific people's favorites, or where these people's favorites for like Stardust Cookie is people's favorites. What is that Nokia hammer? Like for example, this people's favorite is Stardust Cookie. This person's favorite is Cloud Cream, or something like that. But as in like super epic as in general, who even talks about them? That's like the question. The only super epic I can see people talk about now is Venom Doe and Doio. Everyone else, nobody talks about them. Not even Stardust. Stardust was like a main topic back then, but I don't know, man. Milky Way is more popular. I do dislike the concept of super epics when Clotted released though. That's the thing. I didn't play the game when Clotted Cream Cookie was released into the game, but back then I wasn't a fan of a super epic concept. Like sure, super epic exists a long time ago as a costume rarity, but it was never a Cookie Cat rarity until Kingdom. Like it has always been a costume rarity in Owen Break. Super epic. And no, not treasures. I think it's just the costumes. And then Clotted Cream implemented the super epic concept. Nowadays he's weak. He's really weak. I think he's weaker than Green Tea Moose. He's really weak. He's weaker than Green Tea Moose. He's weaker than who was it again? The older sister of the older sister of Green Tea Moose. He's weaker than Pudding a la Mode. I know it's called what was it called again? I know it's called Power Creep, but still. Choco Drizzle? Yeah, Choco Drizzle. That's her. And there's a thing called Power Creep that made the epics better. Like, who would even use Clotted Cream nowadays? When you could just use someone like, what? Linzer, Storkuro? Who can do more benefit to the team more than Clotted Cream? Oyster, Stardust. Except for maybe Dovahio and Venom though, I think they're useful enough because Power Creep. Dovahio is like the worst version of Circus One, with no revive, but the heal is pretty surprisingly good. That's why they're meta at some point. And Venom though is Venom though. I think Venom though is like good by default. It's in the arena team and paired with Dark Enchantress, so they're not going anywhere. Everyone else is like almost irrelevant. Shining Glitter was 1 point a meta until they find a better meta for the Huntrix thing. But they did briefly mention her for that mode. And I did use her, so she was relevant at 1 point. Now the better team is it's that one cookie who shoots really fast. I don't remember his name. He's the piano guy. That's right beside Linzer. Cream Brulee, yeah, right, Cream Brulee. He's like meta right now. And he's back to being meta ever since he got kicked off of meta from Avatar of Destiny. But to be honest, Avatar of Destiny, it was a boring boss for guilds anyway, so not that I complain too much. But man, it feels weird not having having to use Cream Brulee when it already has sent him to like maybe 1-star ascension, I think. My humor is broken. What is your humor? Is it Italian brain rot? Your humor isn't broken. I find that funny. That is a funny image. It's midnight now. I'm gonna stop streaming soon. Tomorrow I'm gonna play CRK on stream as well. Today I didn't. Tomorrow I will play CRK on stream. We didn't get a lot of people on the Twitch side today, so I'll continue to like stream CRK on Twitch. so that people may have discovered my streams and all that stuff. We'll see about that. I'm the only one here on YouTube. Should I move to Twitch or something? Whatever is your comfort space. I mean, on Twitch, you don't have anything much anyways, other than spamming emotes, and 7 TV, you have them. Also, I saw this thing. Let me look it. Okay, I'm still on Lilybell Cookie's page, right? But I do want to like zoom in on this part because I find people also ask section a bit funny. We ignore the first question. I think this is one of the frequently asked questions. That some people say that Lilybell Cookie is a repeat history of Roll Cake Cookie. But I'm not gonna go into depth into this. Tiger Lily Cookie showed up here for some reason, even though the search is about Lilybell. There's 2 of them too, and then there's also White Lily Cookie, a guy or a girl. So you meant to tell me, right? Let's look at her up, okay? Let's look at White Lily Cookie. So you meant to tell me that a cookie with a long hair holds a staff, wears a dress, and I mean a very long hair, is a dude. What society are we living at? What do you mean a dress that clearly looks very feminine with the awakened form is literally a dress? And you mean to tell me some people ask if White Lily is a man? Like, I know these are fan sprites. Let me like give proper credit here by this user, Q3S150, for the fan sprites. They made other few fan sprites as well, so give credit where it's due. But you mean to tell me that clearly a cookie that wears a dress, like wears a dress, has a hair, something like this, that's feminine, is a man? It's not like Peach Blossom where it makes sense, right? She's having female eyes. Yeah, also the eyes. So you mean to tell me this eye is indicated as a man? Who is the one asking these questions? Who is the one asking this question? Is White Lily Cookie a guy or girl? Who is the one asking this question? I do want to know which side of the fandom I need to be in to get this answer right. Okay, if Lilybell Cookie gets Tiger Lily, White Lily, and Tiger Lily, if I search in Blue Lily Cookie, what would be in the people also ask section? Who is Pure Vanilla Lover? Excuse me? Who is Pure Vanilla Lover on a Blue Lily Cookie search? Am I supposed to be scared of the fandom, this fandom now? Let's see what this is. It was revealed at the 2023 Crunchy Dreams event that Pure Vanilla Cookie has been in love with White Lily Cookie, likely ever since they were students, and still harbors feelings for her even after everything that happened between them. I do wonder when was that canon? Or has it ever been implied that it was canon before BC's episode 15? When was this implied that it was canon before BC's episode 15? I don't think it was ever implied anywhere, is it? I know it says Crunchy Dreams event, but that was a Crunchy Dreams event. It's not the main story. Is Lilybell Cookie a child? I think we already gone on with this. Is White Lily Cookie the villain? Do I spoil the story? Do I spoil the story? Like, do we tell them that White Lily Cookie is and is not the villain? Like, the answer is complicated, man. What is a vanilla? Who has a crush on vanilla? Mind you, this is Blue Lily Cookie. Mind you, this is a search for Blue Lily Cookie, not White Lily Cookie. You know, if I open the camera right now, you would see my reaction. Like, I made like a massive shrug behind the camera right now. But obviously, I'm not gonna show my face. Ginger Brave. Ginger Brave. People also ask, who is Ginger Brave LBT? Wait, why do people ask is Ginger Brave LGBTQ? Where did this context come from? Where did this context come from? Huh? Huh? Does Ginger Brave have an age? They're implied to be a minor. That's all I can answer. What did Ginger Brave do? What did he do? What was he cooking? What was he cooking? Are Ginger Brave and Ginger Brave a couple? That answer I can say no. They just escaped the oven together. In Cookie Run Cacao and Lime, the two are a couple. Oh my god, it's a Shippy Wiki again. Since when they're implied that they are a couple? I never remember any line story that says that they're a couple. Hello? Is there LGBT in Cookie Run Kingdom? The answer is yes. Although I would say it's more of like, is it? I mean, Peach Blossom Cookie exists. Avocado Cookie exists. And several other cookies. So I would say that is a yes, for sure. Is Ginger Brave 16 years old? I think this Ginger Brave 16 years old thing comes from Ginger Brave's birthday. When that time it was his 16th birthday or something. That's why they asked if Ginger Brave is 16 years old. Because it was his birthday, as like it was his 16th anniversary or something. So I guess it makes sense why the people ask, is Ginger Brave blah 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 years old or something. Because Ginger Brave is old in terms of like release thingy. Like, he has been celebrating his 16th birthday at least. You want me to search Pure Vanilla Cookie? Okay, Pure Vanilla Cookie. What do we have here? Who is Pure Vanilla Cookie in love with? I think we already went with this. Is Pure Vanilla Cookie male or female? I think some people may get it confused. I, for one, got confused the first time and thought Pure Vanilla Cookie is female. So, I think the second question is like reasonable. Like, some people may have mistaken Pure Vanilla as female. That's like perfectly fine. Who does Pure Vanilla Cookie have a crush on? It's like the same as first question. Is Pure Vanilla Cookie based off Jesus? What does that imply? Who is the one asking this question? I think, okay, please correct me if I'm wrong, okay? Please correct me if I'm wrong, or call me out for being stupid if I'm wrong, okay? But if you're willing to compare Jesus to a cookie, right? Let's just say you have to. Let's just say you have to. I'm not going to, but let's just say you have to. Would it be more suitable to use Raphael as the closest resemblance to Jesus? Or is it supposed to be someone else? I know Millennial Tree isn't. I think Millennial Tree is like way off the chart. So would it just be Raphael? That's like the closest resemblance to Jesus. I'm not I am not like gonna go into religion because I'm not gonna talk about this type of topic, but like why? Let's see. Cookie King. Pyramidilla is known for his devout humility, altruism, and forgiving nature. This is from his Pyramidilla Kingdom. All of which are commonly attributed to Jesus. Okay. Appearance-wise, I don't think. I'm just gonna say I disagree with this, but like I said, I'm not gonna go in depth with religion. It's not the topic I would discuss on stream, and I would discuss anywhere. What is the oldest cookie Stu made? Yeah, okay, it's too much. Do candy cane symbolizes... Okay, why are there so many of them now? What cookie is older than Oreo? This is a pretty funny question. I think this one is more like a general question. Yeah, nothing much to see here. Let's go back to Lilybell cookie again, and then we complete, and then we'll finish bacon roll cookie. So let's just press this button a lot. Okay, now we're getting a hollyberry and a turtle sugar question on a Lilybell page. Hello? Cacao Lily shipper who got doxxed and badly harassed by Pure Lily shippers all those years ago. I wasn't in the fandom back then. I know for a fact I didn't interact with the fandom at all in 2023 and 2024 because Open Break just ruins it for me. I came back during 2025, so I came back to like interact with a bit of it on 2025, and then on 2026 I'm going all in. Let's see. Who did the White Lily cookie turn into? I think we already know the answer to this. That's she is both White Lily cookie and Dark Enchantress. Are Hollyberry and Eternal Sugar lesbians? They're not lesbians because there's no cookie behind their name. Jokes aside, some people do imply they're lesbians, but I don't have anything against this. Like, just let imaginations go wild. Who is Pyramidal Lover? The answer is really obvious. We already went into this. Can cookies in CRK get pregnant? That is an oddly specific question, but I can see why people would ask this. This is an oddly specific question, but I can see why people ask this. If people get into okay, now I'm not gonna freak out over like the pregnancy thing, because I do know for a fact in the comics they do address this. In the comics, I know it's an unofficial, but in the comics they do talk about this topic, where cookies would get pregnant, right? But for me, it's more of like, if they do end it up like that, the witches would just like get the cookies out of there and then they just become a newborn or something. Let me see, what do they say? It's in the biology fandom tab. Lank the Chat Cookie says, the method remains the same, except that dough might contain 2 sets of cookie DNA/crumbs, with each crumb coming from one parent. No, they do not get pregnant. They're too flat for that. Their bodies would crack if they do. Explain the comic then. Is Strawberry Craven minor? Why is CRK not for kids? It was for kids before they start doing all creepy stuff. Cookie Run Pregnancy. Not the ad, but the comic. This one looks pretty cursed. Why am I seeing Pure Vanilla and Shadow Milk? This is not what I wanted to see. Let me see. Yeah, this image specifically. I think it's like this image specifically. Also, I think it looks a little bit too cursed. You know what? I'm not gonna show it. It looks a little bit too cursed. There's like that one comic panel where the cookie does get pregnant and stuff. Oh, she goes back to streaming now. Cool. I can rate her later. So yeah, that's like that. I can see why people were questioning that. To be honest, I can see like why people were questioning that, because in the comics it exists as in the comics. So that's why people would question it. Your OC in Magma is gone. I didn't delete it. You just hit your OC or something. Or did you delete it? I think you deleted it. You press Control C. Keep Control C-ing until you see your cookie again. Nobody took your layer, by the way. I didn't even delete anything. It's your own doing, not mine. I didn't even do anything. Okay, let's see. Okay, the reason why I'm on the Guardian category again, because let me see. I did talk about the Guardian bits a while ago. Let's see how many people are doing drawing with viewers. 1. I don't think this one's drawing with viewers, but I might as well count as 1. 2. Yep, this is with viewers. 3. 4. Has come play with us. This one is a 5, confirmed. 6. Yes, I know this person, so that's another one. And this one is... yeah, it's 8. 8 of 9 streams are playing with viewers. And that's what I can only do. Forgot the hammer thing? Yeah, you forgot the hammer thing. What is bro counting? I'm counting how many streamers are streaming in the Guardian category, aka the category that I despise. Because I used to be joining other people's games, but now I can see why people are streaming it for. They're only streaming for. I'm gonna say it as if I'm a soulless human being. I'm a soulless human being, and I'm like one of the worst people to ever exist. Is relevancy. Content-wise, you can't really make anything out of it. And they're only streaming it just so that they can remain relevant. So that's why I constantly trash talk about some people who only know how to stream that category, and not the other way around. Like, sure, I can only stream Cookie Run, but Cookie Run is wide enough that I can change it between stuff, right? It doesn't have to be. It also doesn't have to be the same game over and over again. I can stream other games. Speedruns are also different because you're constantly trying to improve the game and set new records, and while that category you're only setting viewer records, not actual records. The record that you will eventually forget. And the soulless communities that I've been into. Like, no chat interactivity at all. Despite the big size. Because they all share the same goal, relevancy. Nice. You tried to use the app to calculate, but you ended up messing it up instead. Wowee. Amazing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to adore this category back in 2023 and 2024. Like, I see it as like one way to like really improve art and really to make to meet a lot of new cool people, right? my mindset has changed from that now. I used to admire them, now I don't. Because as time goes on, I do realize that their goal of doing these sorts of things are chat interactivity, and as like a requirement where you won't be able to entertain chats if you don't stream in that specific category and if nobody's talking. And you constantly want people to spoil you stuff. Like, sure, I'm hosting all these Magmas so that people can spoil me stuff as well. I'm not gonna lie about that, but as someone, I can just like open the Magma, fill the entire canvas with my own work. Even if there is only a single individual joining my Magma session, I was still just like try to fill it up, right? It's not like I'll leave it empty. I used to just use that mindset that leaving it empty would probably be my best bet and spend some time on doing something else. Not that anymore, buddy. My mindset has changed. Now I'll try to fill it up if I can. Like what I'm doing right now is I'm drawing a bacon roll cookie. Like, I already draw my persona here. Now I'm just drawing another cookie on the right side. In Twitch now because YouTube is empty. The ads just finished, so you won't gonna be getting ad for the next hour, or if not, then you won't gonna get ads at all. Yeah, YouTube has been empty. I think it's mainly because today's Monday and I'm not really streaming Cookie Run Kingdom. I'm doing a Magma. Even though they're Cookie Run related, but the cookie I'm drawing is not a Cookie Run Kingdom cookie, but rather a No One Smash cookie. And the one who I play a lot in No One Smash right now, because I can actually play the game now without being region locked. Although I have to rely on other methods of doing so. And that other method is Android's favorite way to play games outside of their own the available region, and that's also one way that I use to play Kakao version of Cookie Run. I think Matei knows what I'm talking about. He uses an Android phone. But yeah, feel free to add me on Owen Smash if you want to. I don't know how friending works in Owen Smash. Not that I will play the game for long. I'll just like play the game when I have the chance to. Just, you know, play with Bacon Roll Cookie for a bit. I'm probably not gonna be using anyone else too. I'm just gonna be using her only. Or unless I play with other tanks, then I'm probably gonna either use Madeline or Fruit Punch. Like, I know she isn't a tank, but I might as well just say that my playstyle relies on tanks, on being a tank. I don't want to do damage, I just want to, like, defend people. And the only game mode I play is the 3v3 game mode, where you kill to get more points. You also use an Android phone. You have it's not 25, it's 24. Still, Android phones benefits of playing games like this is you get easy access to these types of things. So that's why I was able to bypass the restrictions. Now, of course, we will be getting our own server later, but to be honest, I would rather play with global people than waiting for its pre-registration to finish. I don't care if I get banned. Like, I'll only play for like a bit. How's Oven Break 3? Is it like normal Oven Break? If you mean 3 bake, then it's line. It's like the line version. We don't talk about classic no more though. Classic is not classic. The classic is line version. The cacao version, which now we call Cookie Run Classic, it's not classic anymore. It's the modern classic, which I don't really appreciate too much. I'm not gonna say they're bad, but it's just that I prefer the preservation of classic as the way it was, you know, before they revived it. But now that I have revived it, sure they'll have like more vision for the game, but I still prefer the true classic experience. Like, really. As long as you can install it. Nice. Yeah, a lot of people are in Uma. I know one of the people I talk to on Instagram is into Uma. Although I don't really know what they're into. Like, I know they're into Uma, I just don't know what specific Uma they're into. I'm not into it though. I don't plan to be into it because I would probably lose my soul if I were to be into Uma. I am already in the Cookie Run fandom scene, kingdom scene, so if I were to be in the Uma scene too, I would probably lose my mind as a content creator. Sorry.
Freedom is invisible.
And I'll probably lose my mind a lot too, that's the thing. Yeah, like I said, if it's like one of those games I can't escape, there's like no way. There's like no way I'll be able to get anywhere. Gartic Phone is also a game you're never able to escape if you got in there, and if you got in there in like one streamer's community, you'll never be able to escape. I'm warning you. I did manage to escape. I don't join any of their games anymore because I realized their intentions of streaming these games. They don't stream it because they want to have fun with other people, but rather relevancy. Because if they want to have fun with each other, they could just all join the same lobby. But no. They don't join the same lobby. They will always have different lobbies competing against each other. Like, sure, there are stream competitions here and there, but if they claim that they want to have fun, then why don't they all join the same lobby? And also, they only play with viewers, you know, just to remain their relevancy. There are other ways to get relevancy more than just that category, you know. Sure, some of them can be low quality, but there's still relevancy in the end of the day. But yeah, I did manage to escape from it. That's the lucky thing. Like, I know their true intentions. I'm not gonna fall for the tricks. And I get to trash talk as much as they want to until they realize what they're doing is repeating the history. Like, they can still continue doing it. I'm not gonna stop them for doing it, but one day they will realize what they're doing is basically repeating history. They're not gonna get any more people than they already do. Same as me. Like, I'm not gonna get more people than I already do if I stream the same stuff all over and over again. So I did mention this, that I'm still wait until Hyperheims does his next part of the Terraria playthrough. I mean, I kind of do want to do something similar to that, but it's, oh yeah, it's been a while since you sent me a Hey Half-Life 3 out Twitter post. Yeah, I kind of want to do Terraria again, but like, but I'm not gonna play through Master Mode though. Like, I'll play Master Mode on my Journey world, but not like play Master Mode on the new world, because I still need to. I haven't touched Terraria since forever, man. If you're curious how long has it been since I touched Terraria, I'm not gonna open Steam. You know what? I don't really care. It takes forever. But it has really been a while. And yeah, I'm trying to be interacting more content creators as well. I want to make like a dedicated YouTube post where people who make content can like freely introduce themselves. So I might watch them when I have time to. Like, they don't have to support me. All I need is like their content. All they need is them introducing themselves to me, and I'll watch their stuff. If I like it, I'll sub. If I don't, then someone else might. You know, I'm not asking for anything in return. All I need is your information about what you do. That's it. Or like what type of cookie run stuff you do. That's it. That's like the one thing I wanted to do as like a YouTube short where people would just like introduce themselves, and I can just like watch their content while some people might also be watching their content too. For people on Twitch, you know who that reminds you of? That's right, Shoko. Because it basically does something similar to support streamers Discord. I think he's changed his way now. I'm not sure though. I like food. Bro, I'm not going to buy Pierce YouTube shit. I will be parting ways with a lot of content creators still. But that's only because it's my choice to part ways. Like, we can be as close as literally everyone else, but we will still end up parting ways. But I expect more YouTube shorts moving forward. I'm not gonna like make shorts as like my priority completely, but if I do want people to discover my content, I need to make some YouTube shorts. I think I probably made that clear now, that I will be focusing a lot on YouTube shorts as well. It's a transition I'm willing to take, because if I don't take them, nobody was either the growth will be really slow, or maybe some part of the community might not realize who I am as a content creator. Because I'm taking an approach that I'm more comfortable with now, and I don't have to rely on community contribution to make it work. What do we think here? What do we think about Bacon Roll Cookie? I think she looks alright. I know her eyes like really big, but I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm not perfect. I'm just gonna keep it like this because I don't even eye drop. I didn't even eye drop anything, so. Yes, this is true. I didn't even eye drop anything here, so this is like my color fully. This is like what I would interpret the color was completely. So this is raw color picker. No raw color picker, no reference to picked colors from other than I pick it myself. But yeah, expect some content during this month. I'm gonna try to spam it out if I can. And like I said, I'm not in the space, I'm not in my old space anymore, so I'm allowed to use an excuse to make content as much as I desire. And I'm probably back on YouTube now. Despite the slow rates of content creation, I am probably back now. So for one, I don't have to worry about the drawing game. I don't have to worry about not joining other people's drawing games because I can use my time to focus on work, on everything else that I feel a lot more comfortable doing. Got a Twitter post. What's this? Bro can't even afford Blizzard. Oh, it's the food table. Oh, Billard, not Blizzard. Sorry. Oh yeah, I am asking here. Okay, I need to ask you this question, Sin. I know for a fact some people that I know do play Dandy's World. I don't myself. I am not really interested in the fandom that much. But I'm aware that some people who play CRK does also play Dandy's World. You know, the Roblox game. This eye looks cursed. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. Looks a little bit too cursed. You don't play it? Yeah. That's good to. I'm only asking if you do know anything about Dandy's World or like into it, because I know a lot of people are into Dandy's World, as in like they play the game. Or I don't know about their favorite characters. I could care less though, because I don't have too many interests on my hands. I think it's like, yeah, I'm gonna stick to Cookie Run, man. I'm not gonna like go beyond the horizon on new interests when I have like so many interests. Makes sense. I am somewhat surrounded, but not a lot of people. One person I'm gonna raid into after this, because I'm gonna raid into them soon, it happens to be playing it right now. And I know for a fact that people that I know from there, who are all streamers, all play Dandy's World. I mean all of them. Like, all of them play Dandy's World. I don't. I know them from Cookie Run, not from Dandy's World. Like, they do stream Cookie Run too, but rarely. And there's one person specifically who likes streaming 0K on maintenance. I don't know what's to do with her, but she really likes streaming it on maintenance. Since when this was added. Funny. Yeah, I can merge the layers now. I think I'm done here. Actually, I'm not done. Let me add a little bit of this. And then I'm probably done. Yep, now I'm properly done. I forgot to add like the flower bit thingies. That's the second cookie. This time it's bacon roll. My persona's there, bacon roll is there. Now that's 2 cookies. Sin literally asked you, what is your Twitter for you page? You know I'm gonna leak my Twitter for you page, even though I don't use it. Lime cookie out of nowhere? Yes, I can see you drawing. I think that's the only drawing I see today. Dreadrum, I think Dreadrum accidentally deleted their OC. I said it accidentally. Did they just end the stream already? Oh my goodness. They did end the stream. Why do I even bother? How long were they streaming for? Are they genuinely ending it? They are. I think. Wow-wee. They didn't even stream for that long, too. How long did I stream for? 3 hours and 30 minutes. Okay, let me leak my Twitter for you page. All of this is because of my chat. Just like all of my chat is like sending me stuff that I click on, and now it's messed up. So let's look at my Twitter recommendation page, or for you page. Looks like I was right. Sorry guys, what's this? I don't think this update ends here. I fully expect Roblox to require premium and an upload fee to create games. Without the lawsuits and safety controversies, it feels inevitable. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Liberty City mod, I really thought this is a good password. So in the last 6 months, we have gotten 5 special, 2 legendaries, 3rd coming next update, 3 beasts, 1 super epic, and 5 epics, with 4 of them being useless. The only epic that's useful is Moto, I think? I think Moto is the only useful one. I hope Act 2 fixes this to not make it worse. No, they'll make it worse. They'll make it worse. Knowing Devsisters, knowing the new lead, they'll make it worse. Oh, and Smash has the comics episode 1. Cool, I guess. I wanted to rate every K-pop Demon Hunters collab that happened so far. They ranked Coherent Kingdom in A tier. Better than Roblox, at least. Another useless goddamn badge. Oh, cool, we do a model. I know it's like Shine Musket's pet turn into a VTuber. Image that makes you feel pain. Half-Life 3 trailer. It is the Rickroll. Yeah, this is my For You page. Nothing worthy here. Oh look, Roblox is changing the eligibility to upload games to the platform. To publish for all ages, you now need Roblox Plus, ID verification and age check, 2-step verification enabled, and have your account in good standing. Well, goodbye Roblox then. No need to make games for it anymore. LCO as usual. Anyways. And then this is the classic, the tree-bait classic game that I'm talking about. I haven't joined this in forever, but it is a good game. I recommend you to invest your time to it. Don't be sorry. Literally the only person who would be flooding my shed when nobody's around is Matei399YT. That's like perfectly normal here. Let's see. Let's look at Reddit as well before I end stream. I usually have it on Tokyo Stream Racer. And let's go to my homepage. Let's look at my my Reddit homepage. This is spam. Super serious indie slop by r/super serious family guy. Really? What do you mean digital search is a slop? Ew. People were just calling it slop because they're generally so good and people so interested at the same time that people think it's a slop. Ew, get out. What about me? I mean, you're regular chatter. Nothing else to see here. Unexpected Factorio. Ooh, that's a little bit extreme. Vegetable soup and vegetable oil soup. That is not strawberry cream. That is not strawberry cream. Even the Thai got it right. Is anyone else getting more legendaries on the KBTH banner than the last legendary banner just happened? Yes. I got Black Pearl in the last banner. Spam. This one is cool. I'm not gonna watch it though. Oh yeah, Songkran Festival. I should make like a drawing dedicated to it sometime in the future when I have time to. Strawberry cream? Yep, strawberry cream. The sixth one. There has always been 5 Bs, no more than that. Though, what if I told you of a sixth one? A lot of people have been doing the 6 Bs. Like the 6 Bs, the 6 Bs, the 6 Bs. There's so many 6 Bs out there. I cannot believe it. right? But there's like one channel that also does like the 6th beast. Let me try to see if I can find them. Is it you? I don't think it's you, but I'm looking. Oh yeah, it's not you, definitely. Let's see. I'm looking through my sub list right now. There's like questionable subs in here. I need to unsubscribe to you. Who was it? Is it you? Yeah, okay, here. This is the person that I found. The one of them who makes the 6th beast. What about the 7th one? Do not make the 6th and then the 7th one. That's not the joke. Like the like I know for a fact this person does make one. Where they, of course, they'll have to edit the screenshot and then they have to make like the 6th one appears here. I don't, despite if they're like really cool and whatnot, how does it make sense? I'm like very question. I'm like I have like an idiot question as to lore purposes, right? What does the 6th beast? Why do they exist? Or how would they exist? That's like the question. That's like the one question I have. Or well, there's. Please subscribe back to YouTube. Uh-oh. I would like to know how did you even find me in the first place if you weren't sub to me. Where did you even find me that, or like know me, or something? Is this frying me? Oh yeah, these costumes. Who's the prettiest out of them all? I never know for sure who is the prettiest, but but all I'd say for certain, I think Morcella's costume looks pretty, and I think Caramel Arrow's costume is on point. I think I think either Caramel Shoe or Sugar Fly are the worst of them all. I think they did okay. They did auction pretty good here. But I think if I were to say what the worst ones are, I think it's either between Caramel Shoe or Sugarfly. Because I do think all the other costumes looks really good. But I don't really feel anything above Sugarfly. Really. Like, what do you mean Caramel Shoe the worst one? I just don't see the appeal. Like compared to like all of the ones here. Caramel Arrow's good, looks good. Mozzarella looks pretty. Auction is auctioned, I guess. And Caramel Shoe is like, she looks pretty too. But if I were to compare her between Sugarfly, I think Sugarfly has a worse design. But I'm not saying that she has a bad design, despite being a pretty cookie. But even so, I do think she's probably better off just wearing the original outfit. I think she looks prettier that way. I did a purge of my subscribe list recently, right? I think I did a purge of my Twitch list a few days back. Not the YouTube bit though. I think the YouTube is like perfectly fine. Like I'll just leave them subscribed if they don't upload anything, but and then if they upload something that I don't want to watch, I just unsub to them later. That sword looks, that Terror Prisma looks beautiful. A beautiful sunset in Bangkok. That's a pretty cool sunset. Cherry Cookie is not happy anymore. Low. What a nice buck. Burning Spice Cookie. My boyfriend got me into CRK last year, and through sheer stubborn determination, I've got 4 cookies to max level. Not max ascension, but max level. Oyster Cookie. Oyster Cookie. Who gave them the idea to max out Oyster Cookie? Huh. Butt fix. Above all cookies. Oh yeah, Oh yeah, I have been getting recommended CR roleplay subs on my homepage a lot. And I do look at them. Like, I do look at them as to how people roleplay here. Not that I read all of them, but like, I know for a certain I do look at them from time to time. I haven't joined their sub because I'm not looking for roleplays. I'm not looking for roleplays or like willing to roleplay with other people. If I want to make a roleplay scenario, I would just like, come up with everything myself, I guess. Star Furry mod. What? I think you accidentally added another R there. Cool OC. Cool OC, but they're role playing. I'm just gonna upload it anyways. Episode 14 spoilers. What's this? You went out the garden for this. I mean, she does grow wings, and she looks beautiful. Sorry guys. Oh yeah, address me. This was funny. There's a lot of like an r/address me posts that got recommended to me, and it's just like uploading a lot of them. This one's like one of them. This one, I saw this original post from r/teenagers. Guess we're doing this now. Male or female based on hand. And then the screen is 5 nights at that whatever the person is. No. I'm not in Reddit a little. Interesting. I thought that, is there like Cookie Run Open Smash Gotcha subreddit or something? And yeah, that's it. I think that's like my homepage. And I just press it again. And it refreshes it. I don't see the ship. Anyways. I know they're new, but still. Why oyster out of all the cookies? Very threatening aura. Very threatening aura. Anyways, it's 1 AM, so I'm gonna end it here. I don't know about the YouTube stream. I think it should still be live. Even though there's like nobody watching, but it should still be live. There are no skirts or dress options in Pokemon Champions. 0 out of 10 game. Wow, no customization. Where will female characters or like female players express themselves? That's pretty bad, actually. Alright, I'm gonna end the YouTube stream now. I don't know who's still watching. It says 0 people, but I'm gonna end it here for the VOD. I'll see you tomorrow with another Magma session. I will be doing this for 2 more days. And see you on, and keep an eye out on the documentation, I guess, for YouTube. Alright.